Hello everybody, my name is Jojo Madrid. Welcome to the third episode of Taste and Learn. I am with Alex Stevens, my friend. Today we are featuring Cabernet Sauvignon, which is the king of the red grape. Cabernet Sauvignon is a powerfully structured wine, and it can age incredibly well, and it is also the main component in the most collectible region, which is Bordeaux.
So we're taking a look at two wines today. As Jojo mentioned, our first one here is a Bordeaux. We have the 2010 Chateau Le Gravet Lacombe. This is predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon, about 60%, but Bordeaux's are often a blend. In this case, primarily Cabernet. Over here, we have a very well-known example of an Australian Cabernet. This is the Wynns Black Label 2013 Coonawarra Cabernet. And we're going to take a look at these two and see how they differ, because as we know, they're in very different regions and they will also have some different winemaking styles to them as well. So let's give these two a try. Thank you. Right away, this is a nice ruby color here. It's starting to get a little bit of that garnet color around the rim as a result of having a little bit of age on it.
This, offhand, I pick up some very intense notes of black currants and blackberries.
I definitely agree with the black fruit there, black cherries, and you're getting some of these secondary and tertiary aromas, a little bit of the for me, coffee and dark chocolate, that type of thing.
Yeah, I'm also picking up some a little bit of tobacco and a little bit of leather as well. You know, Alex, I find the tannins quite nice and grippy, which could suggest that, you know, this is a wine that's really age-worthy.
Yeah, especially since it's already gone a few years here. 2010 was an excellent Bordeaux vintage, and it's been 6 years since, and it's still got this nice grippy tannin to it. So it's definitely a wine that we could probably lie down for another few years and expect to improve a little bit more.
And again, you know, Bordeaux is very much focused on vintages, and 2010 is known to be a very long-lived vintage. Shall we try the Coonawarra Cab?
Please.
Unlike the Bordeaux, this Coonawarra Cab is 100% Cabernet Sauvignon.
And Coonawarra finds itself in the southern part of Australia. Considering Australia is a very warm climate in general, Coonawarra is one of the cooler climates opposed to the Barossa Cabernets you might find.
You're seeing much darker color as well here, Alex.
Absolutely. When you compare these two, definitely a much deeper ruby. A little bit younger wine. We don't really see any of that garnet around the rim, none of that orange color. But it's definitely a very powerful wine.
Yes, you also pick up, I find, more intensity of aromas, blackberries and black cherries.
Yeah, much fruitier.
And you pick up some of that signature eucalyptus notes that's quite common across Coonawarra Cabernet Sauvignons, having been planted to eucalyptus trees long ago.
Absolutely, I'd love enjoying this with a nice big red steak or piece of lamb, something herbed as well.
And I think actually, Alex, that this can probably age another 2 to 3 years, maybe more than that if well stored.
Absolutely. And how would you describe the tannins on this one? As we mentioned, the Bordeaux here, grippy tannins. This one here,
oh, they're quite powerful, I would say.
Absolutely. All right, so Jojo, if you had to give a numerical score to our two wines today, what would you think?
Well, my vote, being my palate being very old school, my vote would go to the Bordeaux. I'd give this Le Gravet Lacombe 92 points, and again, this Coonawarra Cab is very hard to beat, especially in its price category. I'd give this about 91 points.
Yeah, it's a tough one on this. They're both very intense wines in their own way. They both show typicity. They both have a good finish, and they're both well balanced. The alcohol doesn't stand out. The acidity is there where it needs it to be, and the tannins are both in good places. So in this case, I'm gonna have to say it comes down to personal preference. I'm the New World guy here. I'm gonna go with the Wins on this as my preferred one at 92 points, and the Bordeaux here at 91. So both very solid wines.
Well, thank you for joining us today.